Hi, my name is Kate Kadri and I'm the owner of custom-cake.com. Today I'm going to show you how to make and use a cake shaping strip so that you can make a cake in whatever shape you'd like. We're going to start out with a sushi mat. Within each sushi mat we're going to be able to make two segments. The segments are a couple of inches wide and we're going to cut right above the second string in the sushi mat. We'll be able to get two segments from each sushi mat and then we'll discard the middle section. The number of segments that you'll want to cut depend on the perimeter of the cake that you're trying to make. The larger the perimeter, the more segments you should cut. I'm using a pair of shears. It's a little more heavy duty than a normal scissors so that it can cut through the sushi mat. So this is one sushi mat segment now that's done. Let's see how this looks. We've cut a number of them before. Here are 4. For demonstration purposes, this would be for a small cake. And now we lay them side by side on a sheet of aluminum foil, and the foil should be just longer than the combined length of all the sushi mats. We're going to be wrapping the foil around the sushi mats. And the first thing you want to do is fold the ends right around them. Tuck these sides in. There shouldn't be too much that you're tucking in, just maybe a ½ inch. And then we're going to want to fold the bottom up so the sushi mats are placed maybe 2 inches above the bottom of the foil. You can see once I'm done folding, I can run my hand along it so that I press the foil down into the sushi mat so it's nice and smooth. Now I'm going to fold the top up and over it. Again, I'm running my hand over it. Then flip it over, and one more time fold the foil down. Now I'm going to roll the sushi mat and what this is doing is, again, it's pressing the foil down into the sushi mats so that it's in a nice compact strip with no pockets of foil bulging out. You want to roll it a few times. So now that this is rolled, go back the other way so that both sides are nice and smooth. Do each way a couple of times, and we've already done that for one of our strips. This is what it looks like. This is 6 sushi segments. Now we've prepared a sheet pan with a couple of pieces of aluminum foil. You can use 1 piece or 2 depending again on the type of cake that you're trying to make. Ours is a rather big cake, and so we have 2 pieces of foil so we can wrap both sides around the strip. Today we're going to make a basketball backboard. There's a number of basketball events coming up. You might bring a cake to. The exact shape of your backboard can depend on what you want it to look like and the size of sheet pans that you have available. Ours is going to be pretty much as wide as our sheet pan is. So we'll have the backboard and then a bottom section for the hoop. What's nice about this is that since we can make it whatever shape and size we want, I can match the cake pan, essentially, that I'm making, the size of it, to the size of this pan. And I'm using this pan to make a basketball. I can make the hoop just as big as the basketball. So now I'm pretty much done with my basketball backboard. I'm going to take the foil and wrap it around the tops of the strip. And this will prevent cake batter from leaking through the bottom of the strips. You can see now why we used two, because if we would have just used one mat, it wouldn't have been able to wrap all the way around the side. Now there are going to be some times, like here, where it's difficult to wrap this aluminum foil into the segment, so you can tear it or cut it so that you can wrap portions of it separately. If the foil is long enough, you can actually wrap it all the way on top of the strip so that it's nice and sturdy. And we're using heavy-duty aluminum foil both for the foil around the cake shaping strip and for the foil on the bottom of the cake. Now you just want to make sure all of the foil is pushed together where the ends of the strips meet, and the foil that's surrounding the strip. That's what it looks like. Now we want to spray this with cooking spray and make our cake batter. And then you can pour the cake batter into here and into here and bake it until the cakes are done. You can tell when you just push on the cake and it springs back. And we have a prepared cake. The first thing is you unwrap the foil that we wrapped in. One other thing I forgot to mention is that if you feel like there are any concerned areas where you think that cake batter still might leak through, we didn't have them on this cake, but just in case, you can take small segments of foil, you can crumple them up, and we could have stuck them around here and kind of pressed the cake strip into them, and that would have further prevented any leaking. Now returning to this, you can see that there was still a little bit of cake batter that leaks through. That's fine. The only thing you need to do then is just cut that away before you try to separate the cake from the strip. Now here's where our strip has ended. You can use a knife to make sure that the cake is nicely separating from the strip. There's no need to rush this part because the hard part's done. The hardest part, none of this is really hard. You can see how easily it comes away. You have nice thin edges. The edges are so smooth it makes it easy to ice. You probably wouldn't even need a crumb coating if you don't want to. And this is our cake. So we will ice this and come back and show you what it looks like when it's all finished. Hi, we're back with our decorated basketball backboard cake. We took the portion of the cake that was made in the oven-safe bowl. We placed it on top of the portion of the cake that was made using the cake shaping strips. We decorated the bowl portion using orange icing and made it look like a basketball. And we decorated the base of the cake to make it look like a backboard. So on the base of the cake we used a red trimming on white icing. Then we used a piping bag with gray icing to make the basketball net that went over both a portion of the ball and the base of the cake. So this is our finished product. You can see how it looks three-dimensional and in the shape of a backboard. You can add the name of your favorite NBA or college team to the top, the name of your favorite player, or the name of a family member who plays or is a fan of basketball. So you can see how creative you can be using cake shaping strips. For more ideas and for detailed instructions about how to make and use cake shaping strips, visit our website at www.custom-cake.com.